So it's been about a month since Mega Evolution dropped, and honestly it's been quite crazy watching how much prices have changed so far. Some of the prices are climbing like crazy, while others are dropping. We can't tell yet if it's long-term demand or just first month's hype. Today I want to have a look at what's actually happening with the Mega Evolution set, what's actually holding value, what's starting to cool off, and whether Mega Evolution actually has the staying power of other sets that we've seen recently in the last year or two. I'm not claiming to have all the answers, I'm just figuring it out alongside you. But by the end of this video, we might have a better idea of where Mega Evolutions is going to go. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's have a look. So here's the first thing, the Mega Evolutions Elite Trainer Box. We're looking at a price right now of $82, probably around £70. Actually might be about £80. I haven't looked at the English market prices right now. But if we look in the last 3 months, even though it's been out for just over a month now, you can see the pre-release prices, which to be honest in every set is always a little bit ridiculous. We can't really see where a set's going when you just look at the pre-release prices. So on most of these we're going to look at about here. That's when the set came out, around the 26th, 28th of September, end of the month in September if you're in the US, Australia, and maybe one other place. In Europe and the UK and some other places, it came out a lot later, around the 10th of October, if I'm remembering correctly. But you can see, just as it came out, it had a bit of a spike from $94. Obviously, this is the second-hand price, all the way up to around 113 at a peak. You can see that is just when it came out. 223 items sold. The next one, 376 items sold, and it went down slightly just a few days later. You can see trending down ever so slightly now, down to 82. I think while the market's just settling, we might see a little bit of a pattern of things just leveling out, going down slightly. That doesn't mean the set is crashing, because I think the set actually is very popular. But I think with the rise of Inferno X, we're starting to see maybe that popularity taking over this set for now, because everyone's probably thinking about Phantasmal Flames. So I want to see where this set's going. And will it be able to keep up the hype when a possibly stronger set comes out? So that's the first Elite Trainer Box. That's the Gardevoir one. Let's have a look at the Lucario Elite Trainer Box. Slightly similar pattern. A way bigger price fluctuation when it came out. At 109. All the way up to 135, back down to $86. Still a little bit more than the Lucario one. I think the Gardevoir one. I think people want the Lucario one because of the Lucario card over the Gardevoir card. But not too much difference. It's just what cards are in the set, or in that box itself. Because obviously they have slightly different promos, I think. I haven't opened one yet. So moving on to the Pokemon Center Elite Train Box. When we've looked at sets before, obviously the Pokemon Center Elite Train Box is always wildly more expensive on the second-hand market than the regular ETB, because it is the Pokemon Center exclusive version with the Pokemon Center stamp within it. Let's look at the prices then. I think everyone was expecting it to be a ridiculous price. That right there, pre-release, is like Destined Rivals price now. In another 6 to 8 months, it might get back up to there. Again, it had that release price, spiked a little bit, and has dropped a bit now. Back down to $223. If we look at the month graph, you can see in the last month, it has actually gone up about 4%, which is decent within a month. Did obviously spike by 31% within a couple of days, but that amount of rise in such a short amount of time, it's not going to be able to maintain and hold that price, especially for something so new so early on. So it has settled in the last couple of days at around 222. This was the Lucario one. Have we got the Gardevoir? Yes. Let's look at the Gardevoir. Is it similar to the regular ETBs where the Gardevoir ETB was slightly cheaper? This one actually is $2 higher. Look at the month graph. 220, still gone up by about 3%. Again, that price fluctuation, not many are really being sold. I always think it's a bit silly to maybe buy secondhand the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. It's more of a little bit of a haul for me, especially later for a longer amount of time. I wouldn't be opening it straight away. Open up the regular ETBs, no problem though. Unless I really want the card and I want it graded. Let's have a look at the enhanced booster box then. You get the nice Bulbasaur card in there. Looks pretty cool. Can't remember exactly what the price of it is going at right now. We'll have a look at the prices of the last 3 months pre-release. Obviously, this is when the sets started to come out, when you can see that price fluctuation where it is starting to go up. And again, 575 items sold and down to 264 with only half the amount of items sold then. Look at the month graph, down about 12%, but I think it's starting to level out. Remember, it was a hugely popular set when it first released. Mega Evolution is not something we've seen for a couple of eras now. And it did make the older Mega Evolution cards more popular. Also, they had giant price fluctuation. I think they're starting to level out again, but they'll not go back down to the prices that they were before. The Build and Battle box, not the booster box. Similar trends around the time it came out, around about $50 pre-release. Ridiculous as always. Why anyone buys that? 2 items sold while you're buying it for $70? Don't do it. And now it's starting to level out at about 50 after going up to 60. Look at the month graph, gone up about 7% still anyway. Will it come down a little bit? Not too sure. I think it might level out at around there because of the popularity of the set. Moving on to the Mega Evolution Triple Blister Packs. This one I kind of wanted to look at because there is 2 here. I'm not sure if there is different versions, but it was about the promo I wanted to highlight. So if we look at the Golduck promo Triple Blister Pack, that is at $28 over the 3 months, or over the month of October anyway. Is pretty level on average. When it set first came out, people were buying it like crazy, but $31 is almost double the price of what it would be going for retail price when it comes out, and it is leveled out at 28 with only 21 items sold. Is it selling a similar price? Yep, 28, 28, 30, 27, 28. Look at the month graph, gone down about 16%, but I think that's just before it decided to level out and people were realizing Triple Blister probably not worth the price that we're paying for, because you only get 3 packs, and if the promo isn't super sought after, although we're still within a promo hype at the moment. So we've got the Golduck promo. What about this promo, the Psyduck promo, which is actually worth a little bit more, $36 compared to $28. Maybe the Psyduck is a bit more popular and maybe a little bit better in the game. That's probably something I probably need to get into a little bit more. Obviously, I just like collecting. I don't really have anyone to play with either. So it's gone up about 3% in the last month, has leveled out at about $36 now. The last ones bought 36, down to 30, 32, back up to 36 again, all within the same day. So we've looked at that. Let's have a look at some of the cards. The Mega Lucario EX Gold card, which the artwork looks absolutely insane. Absolutely love it. I would flip out if I pulled this card. In the last 3 months, when the set came out and people started to pull this, it was around $500. People loved it and it shot up $700. And I remember when this was happening, it was a little bit crazy, especially for a new card, especially for a gold card, when gold cards historically aren't that popular. But now it's gone back down because a lot less people were buying it. So you can see here 16 down to 4 items sold. So that's 25% pretty much of the items that are being sold compared to what was happening a couple of weeks ago. Down by 500, probably a little bit of a better price. But considering the rarity of the card, I think it will go up again even more. We're going to look at the Mega God of War EX. Slightly different. It did go up. Had a massive fluctuation down and then a ridiculous fluctuation back up. We're at 16.15, 6.15 there. And up or down to $542 for now. Let's see what it's sold for. We have 675, 420, 468, 420, 499. I think it will end up staying within that 400 range for a little while. Might end up going down a little bit more as well, depending on whether the popularity of the gold card stays or not. Let's have a look at the SIRs then. Mega Lucario EX from the Mega Evolution set. Great card with some cool Pokemon in the background. One of the main ones, obviously, the Venusaur, which is fighting with right there. I can't really see on my screen, or my eyes are just blurry. Again, pre-release, obviously, it's always just going to be ridiculous. The SIRs are slightly cheaper than the IRs. If we look at the month graph, it's only really been out a month. Let's say from here, it probably has gone up a couple of percent, probably around 10% since the 27th of September, up to 291. Did have that big fluctuation. Then not many were being sold. People were realizing, okay, not many are being sold. The price is starting to go down. Let's jump on it, hoping for the price to probably go back up again. If it was me, I'd probably be holding on to this card because I absolutely love it. Let's have a look at the Mega God of War then. Similar thing, absolutely excellent artwork. Not as many cameos as the Lucario, which is why I think the Lucario might be a little bit more popular than the God of War. The price in the last month, not as many people are buying it so far. It is a cheaper price, still a cool card. Let's see what people have bought it for. 254, 262, 248, 250, 255. Probably around that $250 price is fine for now. And the Mega Venusaur EX. I love the dark background with the really contrasting pink and green colours. Probably not everyone's favourite combination of colours. If you think about Shrouded Fable, that's that set's colours. Not a very popular set. I like it though, because it's got the Houndoom and the Persian in it. If we're looking at the prices here, within the last month, it has gone down slightly. Like most of the Mega Evolutions so far, when it came out, it had that hype. It's the hype that everyone is jumping on. That's the key word. The hype of the set is what you need to avoid. Wait a little while and prices always come down. Look at Prismatic Evolution. It took a little while. That came down as well. And now we're at 197. I think eventually this card will go back up because it looks pretty cool. But I think because it's such a new set, things are just expensive. Some of the trainer cards then, slightly different. What are their trends? Have been going down. The Lily's Determination. Lily was such a popular trainer, and it is such a popular trainer still. Because she's an SIR here in this set, the card did go up in price and there was a lot of hype for it. But I think the Lily hype isn't as big as what it used to be, like 2022, 2023. So I don't think we'll see this stay over $100. Might go down, might not. I think it will personally. Not my favourite cards to go after. Although there are some cool trainer cards, I might have a look at them here. So it's gone down 16%, and I think this will continue to go down. It might have another little spike, but then it will go down after that. My prediction anyway. This card, I absolutely love it. Mega Latias EX. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of Mega Latias. I like Latias and Latios though. I think it's the contrast of colours that makes it look like it's going ridiculously quick, which is cool. We look at the prices. It is only going down. Might settle around what it is now, 150. Might go down to 100. Again, though, it is an SIR, so I think it will stay at a decent price. I don't know what its pull rates are like. What's it been sold for? 150, 165, 145, 152, 150. So it's around that price today. Will it change too much? We shall see. On to the next one. This is my favourite card from the set. It makes Absol look like Batman. Look at that Dark Knight factor there. It's so cool. That's the card I want. And it's had that spike. Hopefully it does come down if I'm just going to buy it rather than pull it. Make it much easier for me because it's the card that I want. But I obviously like it when it's doing well. Absol is a really cool Pokemon, and this card just highlights it so good. What's it been sold for then? It has sold for 106, 99, 102, 112, 99. Because it's being sold for under the $100 price, I think a couple more might sell for that price also. And the Mega Kangaskhan, such a cute card, such cool colours, kind of painty, how the colours have just been thrown on. A little bit like a comic book also, a little bit comic booky, which is nice. Looking at the prices, it came out at around $90, had that little bit of a spike up to 95, back down to 90, down over the course of the month at 18%. Obviously, we're still early in the set's lifespan, so things will eventually even out, fluctuate even more, especially when more mega sets come out. But if the next mega sets are more popular than this one, we will see prices drop, depending on what the mega sets are. Obviously, Phantasmal Flames, based around Charizard, Mega Charizard, and everyone's going absolutely insane for it in Inferno X. We'll see how Mega Evolution holds up compared to the next set in the series. So we now have Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, which looks quite cool. I think it's an interesting artwork. Makes him look like that he's a really nice guy. Yeah. And in the last month or so, if we look here, it has leveled out at around $30, and it'll probably stay there, which is probably a decent price for an SIR trainer card. Though I like Surge. I think Surge is a cool card. The last thing we're going to look at, if you have not seen the hype around this card, you have been asleep and not awake to the Pokemon business, or not business, hobby at the moment. For some people it's a business. For me, it's not technically a business yet, although I just dabble. It's just a hobby. That's all it is. Nice hobby. But the Marshadow featuring the hide and seek Pikachu. And we can see the spike was absolutely insane for what is now a $30 card. And people were buying it for $78, all because it had the Pikachu in there. Marshadow isn't the most popular Pokemon? No. Is it quite cool? Yes. Is this card quite good? Yes. Does it have the Pikachu in it, which makes it look cool? Yes. Is it worth $70? No. If it was a Pikachu card and it maybe had the Marshadow in it, maybe we'd see a role reversal and something different. But because we do not, it is settling at around 30. Might go down even more because the hype for the card has died down. And looking at the prices, recently even below 30, 28, 28, 29, 30, 29. Okay, so that is all of the cards that we're going to look at for now, and all of the sealed product. We may have a look at the first set in Mega Evolution in a while, once some more Mega Evolution sets start to come out and we see the popularity or less popularity of them. Will that cause the Mega Evolution base set to rise or fall? We don't know yet. It happened with Scarlet and Violet base set. wasn't the most popular, wasn't very popular for a long time, until certain cards started to have a spike, like the Drowsy card, which was like $5. It went up to 70 and has leveled out at around 25, 30 again. That's happened with the Marshadow. Although, really quickly, will it happen again? It might have another fluctuation once more people start to pull the card or see it a bit more or remember it again. We just don't know exactly what will happen in relation that is happening so much these days. Anyway, if you have liked this content and you've liked looking at this set and its early lifespan, I will be looking at other sets and how their lifespan is going, and whether we can compare these sets to see if there are any market trends that happen over the course of a month, 6 months to a year. Do the set's popularity change over that course of time? As we know, yes they do. But please like the video, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to click on this video to get more Pokemon knowledge and questions that you might have.